Hi, and welcome to my third and final video of the playlist. If you are exporting or planning to export to Ukraine, then even if you are not responsible for paying tariffs or other sales taxes, you will have to understand what these are. Only then will you be able to judge whether your goods are price competitive in the Ukrainian market. Ukraine imposes several duties and taxes on imported goods: import tariffs, excise duties, value-added tax. Additionally, imports into Ukraine are subject to customs processing fees, a unified fee on vehicles crossing Ukraine's borders, and port fees. In this presentation, we will look at Ukraine's free trade agreements, average tariffs, and value-added tax. You should also note that imports into Ukraine are subject to customs processing fees, a unified fee on vehicles crossing Ukraine's borders, and port fees. You should check with your freight forwarder for the relevant costs that would be applied to your shipments. Moreover, for precise answers to your situation, you should check with your freight forwarder, Ukrainian accountant, or the Ukrainian Customs Service. The link is shown in the description below. Okay, let's have a look at where Ukraine has free trade agreements. Currently, Ukraine has 18 free trade agreements covering 46 countries. They include the EU, the UK, EFTA, Canada, Israel, and, as you can see here, Montenegro, Macedonia, Georgia, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Turkmenistan. Furthermore, it's worth noting that the Ukrainian World Economic Openness Index is 90% and counting. This index is a measure of how open an economy is to international trade and investment. It's calculated by dividing a country's total trade, exports plus imports, by its gross domestic product. A higher index indicates a greater degree of economic openness. However, this does not mean that there are no tariffs. They do exist. We'll look at these on the next slide. As I indicated, there are tariffs applicable to some imports. For agricultural goods, the average applied tariff rate is 8.7%. For industrial goods, the average applied rate is now 3.6%. To see if your exports would be subject to these tariffs, you should check with your freight forwarder or the Ukrainian Customs Service. The link to the Customs Service is included in the description below. It may be that tariffs are not applicable to from your country. However, as we will see on the next slide, you may not escape Ukrainian value-added tax. As listed here, Ukraine has 4 rates of value-added tax, 20%. This applies to most transactions. 14% applies to certain agricultural products. 7% applies to qualifying medicines, medical goods, and specific services, and 0% applies to exports, international transportation, and certain other services. You should note that B2C digital services to Ukrainian-based customers by non-residents are subject to the 20% rate, unless exempt. Transactions not subject to value-added tax include securities, assignment of claims, and certain lease transactions, as well as transit services and international technical assistance projects. There are also specific VAT exemptions related to martial law, as I explained in the video, Ukrainian legal, banking, and tax considerations. There, exemptions from tariffs and value-added tax under certain conditions, usually linked to the Rebuild Ukraine program. For more detailed information, you should check with your Ukrainian account or contact ICC Ukraine. Our contact details are shown below in the description. Well, that's it. A lightning review of Ukrainian tariffs and value-added tax. Thank you for watching this video, Ukrainian tariffs and value-added tax. I hope you found it useful. My name is Oksana Gunda, and I look forward to hearing from you. My contact details are on this slide and in the description below. I look forward to hearing from you. In the meantime, I wish you every success with your business activities with Ukraine. It's been a pleasure presenting to you, but I'll now hand you back to Alexei.
Thank you, Oksana, for 3 superb presentations. You managed to cover complex and wide-ranging issues clearly and succinctly so that even I could understand them. I'm sure that viewers will now be feeling relaxed about the legal and fiscal environment in Ukraine. I would even dare say that they will be feeling even more positive about the business opportunities here. Of course, these presentations cannot cover the detailed considerations that specific deals and projects may require. However, as we keep saying, we are here to help. If viewers have any legal or tax issues they need to discuss in detail, Oksana's contact details are in the description below. If you found the information in these videos useful, it would greatly help us if you could click on the like button and subscribe to our channel to stay updated. Also, please share this video and playlist with your colleagues and business contacts. We would really appreciate that. Above all else, remember ICC Ukraine and our partners are here to help. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. As we have mentioned partners in previous presentations, the presentations that now follow highlight how we can help you meet the right counterparts to help you successfully trade with Ukraine.